Here. Super excited to have you guys to join me. I'm trying to get all of the things on track doing this live because I haven't been live in quite some time. And so I am on the Instagram platform, I'm over here on the Facebook platform, and I'm also over here on, what did I say? Instagram, Facebook, and also YouTube. So I'm super excited to have you guys join me for our motivational Monday. Listen, okay, I don't want to spoil my like, know, and trust factor because I did put it out there in my story on Instagram that I would be going live at 1 o'clock. But because of the fact that I have not been live for some time, I had to get all of the technological things together, meaning to say, I got my mics here, I have my Canon EOS camera going, and then all of the cords and all that stuff. And so, to make a long story short, it took me some time to be able to really plug in. And so from now on, I will be going live on Mondays for our motivational Mondays. I think that it is super important all the time, for you to be able to get access to content that's relevant, to your journey of building a business as an entrepreneur or either as a lady CEO. And so, if you've never seen my face before, once again, my name is Timmy and Denise, and I'm super excited to be here with you today. I teach lady entrepreneurs just like you the simple but needed tactics, tips, and also strategies to be able to build an online business that I know that you'll absolutely love. And so I've been teaching online business for quite a few years now, and it has been an amazing journey, though it has not been an easy journey, mainly because of the fact that I believe that when you're doing anything intentional in life, there are going to be different obstacles that you'll have to overcome. But what happens is that you get a strength, and then obviously you gain experience, and you're able to continue to move forward in an amazing way. So I am going to motivate you today. What we are going to be talking about in this motivational Monday is going to be the strategic ways that I've got more people to be able to see my work, to be able to see the results of what it is that I produce as an online business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a lady CEO. And so I think it's important for us to understand that we don't want our businesses to be known as hobbies. We want our businesses to be known as businesses. We want to make sure that we are consistently acting like the amazing business owners that we are. And we can do that by consistently making sure that we are getting results, right? Sometimes some things that you'll try on your entrepreneurship journey, obviously it will not work, but it's important that you get in a mindset to try the processes of what it is that you're trying to produce over and over again until you find what works for you. It's kind of like that little baby that's taking their first steps, right? And what happens is that when a baby is taking their first steps, there are going to be different times that they fall, but essentially it's important that they get up and they consistently move forward. And that's what I want you to absolutely make sure that you are doing every single day, that you commit to being that amazing lady entrepreneur that I know that you are. If you would like more information about who exactly this lady is, you can visit me on my website, which is theintentionalladiceo.com. That's theintentionalladiceo.com. I won't go into all the things right now. And so, just to go ahead and dive right in, you always, anytime you see me on a live broadcast, you want to make sure you have a pen or a paper. Even if you're watching this in the playback, you want to make sure you have a pen or a paper because I'm going to bring you all of the goodies, right? And when we are building our businesses intentionally and we're going through trainings or like a motivational Monday or whatever have you, if you are an upcoming entrepreneur or you just started your journey of business building, let me let you know that it's very important to make sure that you take notes because you never know what bombs are going to be dropped, and you want to be able to capture those bombs so that when you go back and you look through your notes or when you're dealing with something in terms of your business building, then you have the opportunity to obviously refer back to that. I'm going to get a drink of water. And so let's go ahead and really dive right in. And so the first thing that I kind of wanted to talk about is, I know I kind of mentioned this in my story. I know sometimes when you are a new entrepreneur, you can tend to hide, right? You want to kind of blend in. You don't want anybody to see you, but you can't build your business like that. You have to let the world know that you exist, right? You don't want to go live. You don't want to do reels. You don't want to do anything that you have to do in this digital age, especially if you have an online business, to be able to create that visibility. But that is obviously not the only way in terms of like reels or going live that you can create that visibility. But I think that those avenues are obviously very, very, very important. Okay. So, any entrepreneur that you talk to is going to tell you that one of the most important aspects of their job, as I mentioned before, is getting people to see their work, right? You want to put your work, you want to put your offerings in front of people. And so, after all, what's the point of putting in literally like all of the different hours and creating content or creating services, goods, whatever have you, and you're not putting your work out for the world to be able to see? You want to increase your visibility so that the world can know what you're working with, right? And then so that they can buy your products or your services. It's very important that you have this mindset. That's what it is. It's a mindset shift. When you realize that what you have to offer the world needs because you have created what you have with a purpose, it's no problem for you to go forth and say, hey, here's my particular offering. And so one way that I believe that you can increase your visibility, or a strategic way that I've been able to get results in my business in terms of getting the attention on my products and my services, is that I've used social media. And so I'm on every platform imaginable. And this is not something that I'm telling you that you have to do, but I think that it is very important that if you have an online business, or if you create content, or if you have digital products, that you are finding yourself on social media, right? You want to make sure that you are active on the necessary platforms, that your branding is really good so that people can identify you if they see your presence on social media more than one time. If you're using those hashtags, or if you're creating reels, you want people to be able to identify you. Now, imagine you met someone and every time you saw them, they called you a different name, even though you let them know your name the first time around. That would be frustrating. You want people to identify you by your brand message, by your brand, right? Once you get their attention, because everything is moving really fast nowadays, especially on social media, you want to be able to capture people, and then you want them to have the chance to be able to identify you. Because the reality is that as online business owners, we are truly just fighting consistently for the attention of so many different people that are on the scroll. But I want you to get to a place where you realize that you don't have to, be in this fight. All you have to do is make sure that you are presenting your message to the best of your ability that intrigues your targeted audience, and then you don't have to fight. What you have will literally speak for itself. And what you'll find is that your clients or your customers, those that you are selling to, will be attracted to what you have. All you have to do is get in front of those particular people. Now, another way that I think that that is super important in terms of you connecting to your audience, right? Making sure that people are visibly seeing whatever your results are, is that you can go ahead and collaborate with other businesses, right? If you can get your product or your service or your good in front of another business, and then essentially that business can go ahead and pump it out to whoever their audience is, then you are absolutely winning. Every business should not be on its own island, but it is very important that you have a mindset to connect what it is that you are doing to other businesses. If you walk down the street right now, you'll see more than one restaurant, right? In some cases, you see some restaurants that are exactly the same in that they serve the same foods. But it's very important that those individual restaurants have their own brand, their own feel, right? Their own dish that the public really, really enjoys. And so I don't care if there's 15 different burger joints on a strip. If you love McDonald's, you're going to McDonald's because you understand what it is that they serve. You like what they serve. Maybe you like the customer service, and no one can take that away from McDonald's, right? They have built a brand, they have built real estate, they are everywhere in every country. And so you want to have a mindset to where as you connect and you collaborate, you're not trying to just do things on your own, because you never know what opportunities will be presented to you once you connect with other businesses. And so, some more practical ways that you can do collaboration as an online business owner would essentially be to try to see if maybe you can be a guest on someone's blog, or if they have a social media campaign or even an online event. Reach out, see what people are doing, right? And see how you can be able to enhance whatever it is that they're doing in terms of their campaigns or their events, to be able to add to it. I was able to do this on a recent basis. With a woman that had a campaign teaching business owners how to be confident, right? And so she wanted me to be a part of her event online, because she recognized that as an online business owner, I had that confidence. I was teaching female entrepreneurs how to step out, how to make sure that you are building a business that you absolutely love with the necessary strategic steps. My message was clear. She was able to identify it. And then I was able to collaborate with her to gain from the following that she already had. And so it's just such a beautiful opportunity to be able to collaborate with other people. And it's super fun to be able to get in front of different audiences and then, essentially share whatever your message is. I think is absolutely amazing. I totally enjoy it every single time I have the opportunity to do it. When different people reach out to me for collaborations. Okay, so next, you might want to think about getting press coverage, right? There are different segments that you could potentially show up on, literally, like maybe on the news, right? If you reach out to your local broadcasting network, maybe you can pop up. And like in my case, I could pop up and talk about female entrepreneurs and the importance of them increasing their ability to have side hustles while they're building their businesses. You want to be able to present what you have in whatever form or fashion you can do so that you can essentially get that exposure. That is how you get people to be able to see your work, and then you can share whatever results it is that you have to connect to different people. You could also pitch to a publication. This kind of fits in the realm of, connecting to different broadcast stations. You can pitch to different publications. And when you pitch your work to these different publications, you can have the chance to be able to reach, once again, a whole new audience, right? Why stay exactly where you are on your platform? If you have the chance to be able to reach out and touch somebody's hand or somebody's TV screen, why not? Why not set yourself up to have the necessary reach so that people can learn about your services and your products? Do you believe in your services or your products? Sometimes I think that we're struggling to believe in what it is that we're producing, and that's why we won't take the necessary steps to absolutely move forward. Now, this next opportunity or strategy that you could go ahead and connect to, I absolutely love to do, and that's networking, right? What you can do is attend different industry events, or let's say meetups, and introduce yourself and whatever your work is to as many people as possible, right? You will learn quickly, once again, that you are not an island. It's important for you to make sure that you're networking. It's important to realize that you can meet people that can add to what it is that you're already doing to make it better, right? Let's say there's a package that you created. Let's say you give people massages in your business. It would be amazing if you could connect to someone that sells candles, right? And so each time you have someone to come out for a massage, let's say you're burning that candle and it has a great scent, and then you go ahead and tell them, hey, you can get this candle from this particular business owner. Essentially, this is networking. It's a connection. It's letting people know exactly what it is that you do, what you are an expert in doing. And so I think, if you're really at this place where you're struggling, with getting your message and your voice out there, write down what you're an expert at. I literally have a sheet of paper that I'm looking at right in front of me that hangs over my desk, and it simply says, I am an expert at. I am making sure that I can remember what I'm an expert at, but I think that it's important for it to visibly be in front of you. And so, for instance, my note says I am an expert at beginner online business strategies and helping people to build their mindsets, and self-made branding techniques, and coaching in online business, and organization for life and business, social media strategies, email marketing, sales, all of the different things. You have to know what you are an expert at. So then you have the chance to be able to intrigue different people that have the desire to know who you are. They want to know you, they want to trust you, they want to like what you have. People spend money every single day on the different products that they have learned to know, like, and trust. And they do that because of the fact that they enjoy the products. And even in some cases, they may not even need the products or the service, but because of the fact that they enjoy it, they will consistently have a regimen of indulging in that product or that service. And so you want to be the person that people think of when they want to buy fill in the blank, right? Put yourself out there, get a strategy. I've given you several that can help you to be able to stop hiding, to be able to come out, to be able to believe in yourself. It's unbelievable that we're at the end of the year. Like, literally, it is September. Once again, we have another year that seems like it absolutely breezed by. And so you want to be able to make sure that you put it on your goal list, if you have one. I hope you have one for 2023 or even before that, to make sure that you have that visibility. All of these different strategies that I've given you, I've utilized them, and they've given me the necessary results on my journey of lady entrepreneurship. And so you don't have to shy away, or feel like, oh my goodness, that might not work for me. Try it. And if it doesn't work for you, after, let's say, the second or the third time, at least you can write it down and put it in the books that you tried it. But not trying things and then saying, I didn't try that because of this, that, and the third, is really just making up an excuse instead of getting in the seat of being the leader that you are as an entrepreneur. So just to kind of run through what we talked about, kind of do like a backtrack, it's important for you to make sure that you are utilizing social media. I utilize social media. You can find me on every platform. I mean, from Pinterest to Facebook to Instagram to YouTube. And I'm not saying that you have to do that, but the amount of research that I've done for my audience, I know that my audience, it can be found on these different platforms. So I choose to show up on these different platforms by using different automated systems that make the ability to be able to show up on all of these platforms easier. Okay. Remember, you want to collaborate with other businesses. This is something that's very important. You can collaborate by doing blog posts or showing up on their social media campaigns or attending online events and being a part of it. You want to make sure that you look into potentially having great press coverage, reaching out to different broadcast stations, maybe locally, and letting them know what you have to offer, and you could potentially get in on a segment. Or once again, you want to look into making sure that you're connected to social media, in that you are showing up consistently, right? Doing what you need to do to be able to get your product or your service in front of your targeted audience. Then you want to make sure that you are doing your pitching, right? Pitching to different publications so that you can get your work out there, right? It can help you to be able to essentially reach a whole new audience. You want to network, you want to show up, attend industry events so that people can get to know who you are, and don't just go to these events and not have anything to say. Whip out your business card, right? Let people know that you have an Instagram page. Anytime I've gone to an industry event for entrepreneurship, I make sure that I connect to at least one person at these events. Do the connections always turn into something? No, but I'm going to leave this event letting someone know who I am and exactly what it is that I do, passionately and absolutely on purpose. And so, of course, I always have a gift for you. I want to be able to place in the description somewhere on all of these platforms, whether it's on YouTube or on the Facebook side. I'm going to put a link that connects you to the Lady Panora guide that's going to help you to be able to put different action steps in place so that you can begin to see results through the strategic action steps that you are taking. It's not enough to say that you will, but it's important for you to say that you will do what it is that you want to do in terms of your goals. But then at the same time, put different small goals in place so that once you hit those small goals, then you can celebrate that win and then consistently move forward towards the bigger goal, right? And so this particular Lady Entrepreneur guide will be able to help you do just that, right? Walk you through the stages of what needs to be done if you feel stuck or you feel like you're struggling in your business building endeavors. I also want to point you towards making sure that you check out the Intentional Lady 66-day journal. This is another absolutely amazing resource that I created for you. You can find it on the Amazon platform, and then I'll make sure that I put a link as well. If you are goal minded like I am, if you want to live intentionally, whether it comes to creating a business that you love or setting up your life in a very intentional way, this journal is going to be for you. So I'll make sure that I put a link for that as well so that you can absolutely begin to see blossom everything that you've been dreaming of. Dreaming is amazing, right? Having ideas is everything. But when you can begin to see your ideas and your dreams come to life because of the fact that you put in the work, or you've created the tunnel or the funnel to be able to produce what it is that you have on the inside of you, is absolutely priceless. Do me a favor, depending upon where you're watching me, whether it's over here on Instagram, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, make sure that you are looking me up and you're following me on all these different platforms for amazing content that's going to get you to the place that you need to be. And so lastly, I'll also make sure that I put a link somewhere in the description, or if you're on the Instagram side, you can simply hit the link in my bio for my upcoming membership that will be open in 2023. I say this all the time that I've had so many different delays, but not a denial with regards to this particular membership opportunity, to where you'll be able to find all the content in one place that's going to help you to be able to reach your goals as an entrepreneur. You are absolutely amazing. And so I'm so glad that I had the chance to be able to share with you once again all of the very strategic ways that I've gotten more people to be able to see my work, and then I was able to produce results. I'm so excited about the results that you are going to have the chance to see in your life and also in your business. Do me a favor, make sure you lock in, follow me, like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, follow, do all of the things so that I can motivate you next Monday in your business building so that you can create this life and this business that I know that you'll absolutely love. Why? Because of the fact that you built it. You guys have an amazing day. Make sure that you share this live broadcast with any lady entrepreneur that is struggling to have her voice heard, or that is struggling to be able to be seen by those that are absolutely going to be blessed by what it is that she has to offer the world. You guys stay sweet, stay beautiful, and we'll chat soon. Ciao.